everyone, this is Kioni-chan, and I'm here to bring you a coloring tutorial that was requested on webinar. As you can see here, I already have a black color drawing of the gift that I'm making for a friend. So yeah, let's get started. Let's start off with the hair first. Create a new layer, set it to clipping, and set it to multiply. And for the hair, since it's black, it doesn't necessarily have to be a darker shade of black. It can be another darker shade of color. Like for instance, I'll be using a dark purple. And when it comes to shading, the tool I usually use is the marker, since it's my favorite tool. Yep. So let's see. When shading the hair, I usually go up and down motions, depending on the shape of the hair. And just go along with the hair. Yeah. I'll just fast forward this part and get you guys through the highlighting process. Okay. Before we continue on, I just want to say, like, if you want to make it a bit more darker, what I usually do is create a new layer, just clipping as well, multiply, and then choose the airbrush tool, and then just go over the parts I want to make it darker, like over here. And I usually make the ends a bit darker as well. And wherever else there should be shadows. So, okay. For highlights, we add another layer on top, clipping, and set it to luminosity. For this one, I usually use white or really light gray. Marker tool, of course. And over here, I'll go to stabilizer. If you don't know what the stabilizer does, and basically gives you more control of the stroke. Like, let me give you an example. This is set at 0, which is like that. Like that. Let's go lower, like 12. You have like a little bit more of a stroke, better stroke. Clear line. For 7, which I'm going to use right now, you can press hard and go slow as you want. Like that. Yeah, it's a neat tool. I like using it. Okay, let's do the highlights. Just go along the lines like that. And I usually follow the shaded parts like that. I don't know, just like it. And do this and that. And do it for the whole hair that has highlights in it. There we go. And again, let me just fast forward through this part today. Okay, now that we're done with the highlight thing, one thing that I like to do is create a new layer, flip it, set it to luminosity, and then put an airbrush, and then just go over the highlighted areas like that. And depending on how much you want to show, you can lower down the opacity. Set it down to 40%. And that's how I color the hair part. Let's see. Let's do one more shading thing. Let's shade in jacket. Again, new layer, set it to clipping, and set it to multiply. And just select the color, and choose a darker shade of color. Let's choose a really dark purple this time. And just color it in. Again, you can use when shading this part like the jacket. I'm not really an expert on shading clothes, but like I just usually follow the wrinkles and things, and try to make it as to look as real clothing or whatever, for the closest I can get to it. Like I said, I'm not an expert when it comes to shading clothes and stuff. I still need to practice that. And yeah, again, I'll just fast forward this part and get back to you guys with highlighting, I guess. Okay then. Now, as you can see, I finished the dark part. And I did the same process as the hair when I wanted to make it a little bit more darker by using the airbrush. Now for the highlights. New layer, and set it to luminosity again. And then let's choose a darkish bluish gray. Set it to S7, and then just go over where you think the highlights would be. It's basically the same process for the hair and when I do it, like following the shadows, strokes and stuff. Since again, I don't know how to color clothing and stuff, I'm just trying to make it like what I believe everybody likes. I would recommend looking up tutorials by others that do know how to color in clothing for reference. And yeah, let me just fast forward to this part again. Okay, and to make it even more lighter, or like provide light sources or something, I don't know how it's called. Again, use the airbrush and just go over the parts you want to make it a little bit more lighter. And like that. Again, depending on how much you want to show, lower down the opacity. 45% is okay. And that's basically how I color. Okay. And I think that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching and enjoy the rest of Speed Paint.